Hey everyone, today we're going to discuss how we can lose belly fat but the right way, okay? It's not going to be like do this to lose belly fat, do this to lose back fat, none of that crap. Um, Tune in so that we can discuss this. You can have some takeaways and you can look at the best ways to lose fat, but also you're probably going to get to learn some facts about things that maybe you've been told or following that's not true. So tune in with me. How to lose belly fat the right way. So the purpose of this video is to tell you there's no magic pill, there's no magic cream, there's no magic exercises, no magic wand that even I can't do a little wand on you, even though I fully believe in my coaching and everything. So stop wasting your time on the fat burning pills and money on these things in terms of, creams, pills, certain exercise programs, and that are not going to work for you, okay? And focus on the basics and notice there is nothing crazy or extreme in what I'm going to discuss, and we can then take at the end of it. Obviously, if you've got any questions, let me know in the comment box below. Number one, be in a calorie deficit. So make sure if you've got a coach, they're going to help you. And this is why I really advocate if you have the financial expenses to gain a coach, and don't just look for the cheapest, okay? They can calculate your daily requirement of calories. You can also do this, all right? And it can be tweaked to help you in a sustainable way. So you need to be eating probably a little bit less in the beginning, all right? Then what your daily requirement of your calorie is. Now just be careful, because if you're not very much aware, what you're going to do is take your total calorie that you require if you're doing it online, which is going to tell you total requirement, but that is going to be without any exercise, right? So be careful on taking that and then being a hard go gymmer person for an hour and a half and actually already minusing 5-10% of your calories and also gymming, but you're actually taking it upon the calories, daily calories that you are recommended via Google without any exercise and without other elements. So just be careful on that, because also eating in a calorie deficit can be needs to be looked at very importantly, not to deter your health. And also it already has impacts on your mental health. You feel groggy and whatever else, it is a mental challenge. So we need to remain safe. Number two, eating adequate protein. And how many times have I advocated protein, no matter what age you are, okay? So eat adequate protein. Number three, eat mostly whole food that is nutrient dense with enough fiber, okay? That also makes you fuller for longer, and fiber is healthy for you and your digestive tract. Now, if you have certain things like IBS, sometimes fiber can be triggering or make you feel more bloated. How do I know this? Because I know from myself. And also other clients, depending on certain fibers, you can only tolerate certain fibers. So just see what works for you. But I've put fiber in general because it will be some fibers fruit has fiber. And that is going to help you. But obviously with fruit, just be careful, because some of it is carb-based sugar, and we want more fibrous fruit if you're looking at fruit. Lift weights 3 to 4 days a week. You've heard me about lifting weights 3 to 4 times a week. That's really important. It's also important to lose belly fat. Walk every day. Aim for 10k steps if you can. That's going to help you burn calories in zone 2 without extra stress. Sometimes stress can build in the belly, which makes you have a purged out belly. And it's not always necessarily to do with you eating above calories. So that's just an added little point I put in there. Get 7 to 8 hours sleep. It's extremely important. I spoke about protein and sleep so much because it's so underrated at certain ages, but sleep especially is very underrated. I know I underrated it. And I also know now when I have not had a decent night's sleep, how I feel the next day, but not only how I feel the next day, the following day in my training or the training in the evening when I work out, I am not in the best place that I would if I wanted to progressive overload that day. It might not be possible, okay, without obviously taking pre-workout. And also, have you ever noticed when you go without sleep for a few days, regardless if you take pre-workout or not, it's your body's just not having it. So sleep is very important, more than all the supplements and everything, in terms of progressing and improving, but also for your belly fat. Stop fixating on your belly and the scale. Stop looking at it, stop looking at the scale, because it's just not the accurate measurement, and you don't want to continue to put your focus on your belly and become obsessive. We tend to sometimes become obsessive and a certain part of our body that this what I want to change, this what I need to do, and you focus on just solely that and you're forgetting everything else. Be patient and consistent. So let's break down these a bit further, which I already started to do. But being in a calorie deficit, belly fat, back fat, thigh fat, arm fat, it's all fat, right? Regardless of where it is. You cannot spot or reduce to target any area for fat loss. Crunches will not help you lose fat in your belly area. You need to be in a deficit to lose fat, period. If you remember in the intro, before I even dived into this, I said these, because I was actually going to do a short, and I might do, on how to lose back fat. I see so much untruthful, being a polite word, things out there in terms of losing belly fat, losing thigh fat, whatever it is. And then even on YouTube, programs being sold, do this, do that, you know, and there's nothing about your nutrition being calorie deficit and what you actually need to do, apart from following this 10-minute video of maybe doing, you know, sort of arm fat, do this, do this, and in 30 days you will have no arm fat. Should we just flex a little? But there's more to it, and no. So, number 2, eating adequate protein. If you're a follower, you subscribe, you're probably like, yes, she's definitely got this on her list. Protein is building block for muscle, okay? And we need muscle. Muscle eventually burns fat. Why do I say strength train? Because cardio burns a lot of fat during the time, but after a certain hour or two, it stops burning. Your muscle, when you're working your muscle, it continues to burn for a longer period, even when you've stopped your workout. Bonus for you. It also takes the most energy to break down compared to carbs and fats, protein. So, you know, when you had protein, your body needs more energy to break it down. Having enough protein also helps keep you full longer and satisfied. So context matters here, but the aim for, I'd say, I'm going to keep it safe, because I don't know how many of you actually are into fitness or just have a lifestyle of going for a walk or whatever, although we're saying further down you've got to get strength training in. 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body fat. If you are strength training, if you're my client and you're watching this, you know that for you it might be a bit more, because the reasons you probably already, that I've told you. Eat mostly whole food that is nutrient dense with enough fiber. It keeps you fuller longer. Food quality matters. Eat well balanced meals, fruits and veggies as well. Aim for roughly 14 grams of fiber if you can for every 1,000 calories you have in your day. And eliminate or reduce alcohol, because alcohol, you know, we know, oh, that person has a beer belly, you know, that's all I have to say. I don't need to dive a bit more into alcohol, okay? If you can reduce it, it's going to really help you if your aim is to lose belly fat. Lift weights 3 to 4 days a week. Muscle keeps your metabolism strong. Like I said, this is especially important since you lose muscle as we age in our 30s. more is not better here, okay? Your body needs rest days from strength training in order to recover properly. Also, a big thing that I had to fight because I never used to take enough rest days, and I probably could do with a few more right now as well. So do take your rest days. It's really important for your body to recover, and also to feel on those days I don't have any stress or anything. The body is just in recovery. Even if you have like an active rest day, that is going to be good to you, good for you as well. Walk every day, and if you can, aim for 10k steps. Sometimes when we're in a very hot climate or we are in a very cold winter, it can be very difficult. So where you can, it would be great. Be active, don't be sedentary. And even if you have a desk job, make a point of moving away from your desk. I actually did an energy drainer and energy giver video. Have a look at that, it's really important. And I also did another video about taking mental breaks, okay? Because it also releases sensory tension, like your eyes, by moving away from your desk, okay? I can't remember what that video was called, but you can look in the videos and you'll find them either under the relative playlists as well. Get up early, start your day with a walk on your breaks after eating. They'll all add up. So, you know, you don't have to go for like a 30-minute walk. You can do a 10-minute walk. You can do a 5-minute walk wherever you can, and they all add up. So easily it add up to 30 minutes that you're like, how can I program 30 minutes in the morning? You know, I'm already only sleeping 6 hours. Zain, you said we'll sleep 7 to 8, so now you want me to do a 30-minute walk. No, I don't want you to do a 30-minute walk. I want you to make sure you get the sleep that you need. Is more important than that morning walk. But throughout your day, take a walk, because not only will it physically do you good, it will mentally and emotionally do you good in other areas as well. I remember it now. There's a video on walking and zone 2 cardio. If you've not seen that, do check that out. It's about just, you know, everything little adds up. You don't have to do like fasted cardio. You don't have to do like high intensity training before you're training, whatever it is, okay? You don't have to be extreme and stuff, okay? And then we said about sleep, and sleep is so important, like I said. I wanted to link another video for you in the description box, but it's just gone from me. But there's a lot of fat loss videos in the playlist, so I would also check them out, because they're going to be helpful in terms of succeeding at fat loss and weight loss as well, which is going to tie into this as well. 6 to 7, 8 hours of sleep is important. So poor sleep will make fat loss harder. In fact, everything in your life suffers when you sacrifice sleep, like I said. Keep a consistent bedtime if you can routine, even on weekends. Turn off the electronics at least 1 hour before bed if you find it hard to unwind and chill. I definitely do. And also, if you found that your week has been, your sleep has gone out of, you know, a balanced approach during the week for whatever day, maybe you had, for whatever reason, you had deadlines, etc., make sure the weekend you do that to recover, rest. Even if your plan was, you know, your weekly plan of exercise has gone according to plan, but you've not had enough sleep, and in the weekend you had a plan to do 1 session of something, I would actually take that to recover, to make up for the sleep that you've missed and the body that you need to recovery, because you've been doing your workouts during the week anyway. Stop fixating on your belly, stop looking at your belly, stop looking at the scale. Weight loss is not the same as fat loss, okay? So you're not going to always see a scale move, and that's why I also recently said about measuring fitness progress. don't use the scale. And I gave you other ways to you can measure how well or your improvements in fitness. You might want to check that video out as well. And it will actually help you feel a bit more motivated than what you traditionally know about measuring fitness and your progress. So weight loss is not the same as fat loss. Please remember that fat loss is slower. Use other measures for your progress. You can check the video out I mentioned, but like for this in particular, you can use pictures, measurements, your clothes, how you're feeling is a big one. It's most important than everything else. It's about how you're feeling in this world, how you're feeling about yourself, and appreciating other wins in your life is really important as well. I mean, life doesn't revolve only around losing belly fat, right? If we're miserable, it's not really going to help us in other areas, and it's not going to be sustainable, okay? Be patient and consistent. Unless you genetically don't carry much fat in the abdominal area, belly fat is very stubborn and will usually be the last to come off. Consistency with habits is key. Give it longer than you think or want, okay? And also, I mention this because stress can impact your belly as well, and that's why it does take a bit longer. Like I said, there's no magic pill and there's no magic cream or exercise, so don't waste your money on those elements, okay? Because you truly are wasting your money. No matter what if your coach or PT tells you this, or someone's trying to sell you this, you need to look at getting a credible coach online program. If you want to work with me, my email's in the description box below. I don't mean to plug myself, but I'm just saying these 8-9 things are very helpful for you to progress and focus on basics. Notice nothing is extreme or crazy or difficult to understand here. It's probably things that are very easy for us to follow. If you've got questions around this or anything, please do let me know and I will happily answer those queries. So for now, have a lovely day wherever you are. Good luck in losing the belly fat. You will do. Don't focus on your belly. I'm sure you have so much more to give than looking at your belly, and you've got so much more worth, but being healthy is very important. So ciao for now. Bye. Take care.